Hi, Chef AJ. I know the day will come. This has happened when I find my husband's kitchen cabinets unlocked. I'm concerned that it may catch me on a weekday, and I will grab for a sugary snack. I have gone for up to 4 months with no processed sugar, so I know I can do this. I'm wondering at what point in your journey you knew you were done with processed sugar foods. I think you said. I think you said our cravings for sugar never go away. So it's not that our cravings don't go away. I don't have any cravings except for whole natural food. It's that our desire to enjoy sweet never goes away. We have taste buds on the tip of the tongue. So it's not like I'm sitting there 7 years out like jonesing for sugar. I still like it, and I eat fruit, but I'm able to satisfy that with sweet potatoes and fruits. So first of all, I applaud you for going 4 months without sugar. That's excellent. And for having locked cabinets and taking this seriously. That happened to a gal, and she's in your Facebook group. I don't want to call her out in case she doesn't want to tell the story. It happened on Thanksgiving, and the lock didn't lock, and it was pumpkin pie, and that led to a relapse. So you got to just tell your husband it's really important, and maybe even have to check him, but you got to tell him he's got to keep that locked. And if it's not locked, then that's when you reach out for help or support. Or call a neighbor or something like that. But yeah, that does happen. It's a real thing. But congratulations on going 4 months. Yeah, I mean, you can be, once you get satisfied with the foods that we recommend, especially sweet potatoes, there's some of them, like the Hawaiian ones, are just too sweet for me now. Honestly, in certain fruits are just too sweet for me now. So you can dial that down. I was a sugar addict for 43 years, drinking Coke Slurpees with 8 pumps of vanilla syrup, and now certain fruits, like certain melons, even certain apples, they're too sweet. I like to eat the most volume at breakfast and lunch. I can't eat a lot at night due to acid reflux. Well, that's actually smart because that's what GI doctors recommend. Is it okay for health and weight loss to just have fruit at night, assuming I've had veggies? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You can have no dinner at night if you want, but sure, that's what the experts seem to recommend. Breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, dinner like a pauper. Absolutely, or just have some steamed vegetables for dinner or a salad. But if you have reflux, then you want to stop eating sooner. And a lot of times if you go on unprocessed type of plant exclusive diet, my husband had it, and when he was just regular vegan, but once he gave up the oil, then it went away. He used to have to sleep on bricks, so our bed was like this. So I think you can overcome that. Okay. I am diabetic and need to lose about 60 pounds. I am so confused about how much starch to eat to lose weight. Do I eat starch at every meal, and how much? I love VFB and salads, but I don't know about starch. I really like beans, but how much do I eat? I know they're high in, yeah. Don't worry about the caloric density of starch versus grains, and grains versus potatoes, and potatoes versus winter squashes. It's very negligible. We're talking the difference of a few hundred calories. I would connect with Nikki Joyce in the Facebook group because she is diabetic, and she's lost a lot of weight, and she still has some weight to lose, and she's lowered her need for insulin. And what she does is that she doesn't avoid potatoes, but she doesn't eat them by themselves. She might eat them with, say, beans. And so diabetics really do well with beans because of something called resistant starch and the second meal effect. How much you eat is till you're full, but remember, always eat them with some kind of vegetables, and then you will get fuller faster. So I can't tell you how much to eat because I don't know how much you weigh, what your activity level is, how hungry you are. So that's why for many people this is going to be challenging, because you've been taught a dietary mentality your whole life that the only way to lose weight is by counting, weighing, measuring, and we're trying to teach you the truth about weight loss, which is that you can lose weight with a full plate, but you have to take some responsibility for how much to eat. And you start with the lower caloric dense foods first, start to fill up, and then you add starch till you feel satisfied. But remember, a lot of you are saying you're emotional eaters. So if you're eating emotionally, you're never going to feel satisfied because you're not using food for what it was intended, which is hunger and survival.